What's up, y'all? Welcome back on into Central of Concave Souls Tarot, where you have officially been put on notice of the requirement to love yourself, mercy, and of course, we're never looking back, you all. Guys, it is time for the collective episode, guys. I'm very excited to be with you guys on this good Sunday. Hopefully, you all are having a wonderful day, and that definitely the universe is aligning in your favor, as we all know that it is. Upon us continuing on the pursuit of healing ourselves and doing the internal work that is required upon understanding the interior architecture of the soul and those frameworks. Thank you all so much for your likes, your subscribes, your shares, your super thanks, and of course, your hypes and your beautiful comments where we're able to commune certainly on a deeper level. Guys, if you are new here, welcome on into our humble abode where love is truly unlimited. If you are new here, please do take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it when you all do. And of course, it would definitely be my little hunting up bunches of votes that you guys would be here with me on a weekly and daily basis, guys. First things first, guys, we're going to be doing announcements here. First of all, guys, if you did not see, I am going to be doing the monthly forecast based on the Consulate Uraninic Zodiac Wheel. I do believe some of you did see that I have developed, where I am going to be doing the monthly forecast for you all and the Soul Sojourners Collective. I am also going to be doing monthly forecasts for the zodiac constellation elements that those monthly forecasts are for, which in this month we have the energies catapulting us into dimensions coming from Cancer and Gemini. Those are already posted in the community thread. I'm also going to be starting doing the weekly forecast for all of the zodiac signs. That's going to be done on Sundays, the beginning of the week. I have already added all of those as of today for the zodiac signs for the weekly forecast and what you need to be made aware of. In the monthly forecast, there are four energetic spheres that I have developed, and it should be in two separate posts because there's not enough space to put all of it in one. So you should also see that as well in the community post thread. On to the next topic, guys. Wanted to talk about partners here, which I believe I have already talked to you guys about. I'm going to take this. If you guys can see my Taurus sun sign bracelet, and then of course the Pisces moon, and of course the Aquarius rising, guys. This is the box that it came in, guys. Wait a minute. So, guys, I do believe I talked to you about that. Once again, let me put that up to the camera again. This is Outer Spirit, who also donates. They are pivotal in saving the lives of otters. I definitely firmly believe in this brand and this company and what it is they do, guys. Very, very humble experience to be a part of their great company. So my experience with these bracelets, guys, first of all, is a deeply intuned energy, right? A grounding, right, in the Taurus energetic field. Feeling very much more so grounded in the loop of emotional chaos or turmoil, right? Also, Pisces, deeply grounding you in intuitive perception. Very interesting today, guys. As I was peering out of my window, I was led to really, I saw a bird landing. This was a prophetic understanding too that I wanted to share with you all. And you know, I started looking at this bird in a totally different dimension, you know, as it flapped its wings and landing to the ground. And the first thing that I thought about is how a bird never falls, right? It never does not land on its feet, guys. Very peculiar to be talking about this. And I wanted to share it while I was talking about outer spirit, guys, because this is a divine prophetic message for the collective. That whatever it is that you're going through, whether it is something tumultuous, a broken relationship, unhealed affairs and familial ties, the first understanding is that the divine has equipped us to be able to continuously land on our feet. And that is symbolic in the bird, right? And also gravitational elements. When we talk of air, you know, what is mixed in that? The bird needs the air, which is intellect. At no time does the bird not know which direction it's going. All it's doing is having to navigate, right? And so you are navigating, could quite possibly be through some very, very interesting thought processes here. But key point is that you are landing. Your feet will hit the ground, right, guys? And having that stillness and knowing that although I am going through these things, or although I am triggered, and I am still pursuing and actively walking through the corridors of what I don't understand or know, I know that my feet will hit the ground. And that's a huge analogy here in several ways, guys, because knowing inwardly, just like the bird, right? And we can use a wonderful analogy of this is the dove of Noah. Right, guys? How therefore could that dove have the courage to travel back and forth from God, the heavenly realms, back to Noah to retrieve and transfer and transmute prophetic information, right? Because it knew it would hit the ground. The feet would land, right, guys? And also there is a divine consciousness that operates inside of us that we have to hone into. Shout out to Jazz N3U6S. Oh, I see my baby Malachi. What's going on, boo? I love you so much. Oh, yes. I got Malachi in my life. Woo! What's going on? Shout out to Sincerely Me. I love you guys so much. But not to keep you guys too long on outer spirit, just wanted to discuss my experience. So with the Taurus bracelet, like I say, it's grounding you. That is specific in the Taurus sun sign element. So when I wear the Taurus bracelet, I do feel settled in my body in a way that is very calming and steady and intentional. It grounds me before I step into my day, reminding me to move with purpose, right? That's one of the superpowers of Taurus. Understanding that you must be grounded in whatever it is that you're doing. And you cannot have consistency unless you have the courage and the willpower to be grounded. That's one of the superpowers of Taurus, understanding that and even knowing that silence is your strength, right? Reminding you to move in purpose instead of pressure, right? That's why one of the things about Taurus, right, is people saying you can't rush them into things, right? But why would you want to be rushed into a decision, right? And we can move this right on into the corridors of relationships, navigating betrayal, right? Navigating what to do next. And so it therefore becomes a physical anchor, these bracelets, right? To help me stay centered. Also, especially when the schedule gets heavy, right, guys? When we talk about Pisces moon, which we have this bracelet here, guys, if you can see, it has definitely become an emotional tuning fork, For me, I feel intuition sharpened and my emotional field softening. It helps to navigate feelings and more clearly and compassionate, right? Which is the superpower of Pisces, which is my moon. Also, deeply connecting intuitively. Really feel that, guys. It also supports sensitivity to the spiritual awareness here. When I'm creating or teaching or just receiving downloads. Aquarius rising, love Aquarius, right? We got to give out shout out to all my Aquarians, guys. Of course, you guys know my best friend is an Aquarius, guys. You know we call each other Oprah and Gail. Stop playing, y'all. Y'all know I'm Gail CBS this morning. Or CBS mornings now, right, guys? Both of us had it's very interesting because my best friend hasn't got married, probably has no interest in getting married, just like Oprah. And then I had the tumultuous, horrible marriage, just like Gail, guys, right? I do believe we'll need an after, what do you call it? The night show with Dr. Sunny, just like Gail was on, to talk about my tumultuous marriage. And my no good, horrible husband, right, guys? Whoa, you guys got time for that one? But Aquarius rising, guys, it activates the visionary side, right? This is what we love about Aquarians, being the water bearer, right, guys, and tuning into their energy, able to always harness their visionary side, which means you're able to see clearly what you need to be giving energy into, right? And as we see with the example of Oprah, very much so knowing when to move in the vision, right, guys? Opening up the mind, becoming more flexible, more structured when planning and innovating, right? Architecting new ideas or architecting, excuse me, guys. And you can feel the energy pushing and moving with originality and higher levels of frequency. So, guys, I actually don't take these braces off. Guys. So, you know, guys, like I said, I'm not going to keep you too long. But main takeaway, guys, these braces are amazing. They are made from real stone, guys. They do not break. And they do not also tarnish the skin whatsoever. So like I said, guys, to make it all short, I speak about these bracelets from real experience. I have had days where the Taurus bracelet kept me grounded during stress, moments where the Pisces moon bracelet helped me to process emotions and clarity, also creative breakthroughs that have felt amplified by the Aquarian rising bracelet. So this is not guessing, but shared experience of how these bracelets have helped me on my journey. Guys, now getting into what's happening in the energy, guys. Who am I shouting out to now? Shout out to Mom Gaia Oracle messages. I love you guys so much. Yes. Here, let me show you guys the bracelets again, guys. I honestly, guys, I love these bracelets. Like, they are so beautiful. And like I say, they're real. They're not made with, you know, any type of generic materials. And like I say, they do give back to saving the lives of otters, guys. So I think that that's very important, and I definitely support their mission, guys. When we take a look into what's happening in the energy, someone definitely here is suffering a major spiritual injury here. And there's a lot of depressed energy and dark energy here showing up for someone here in the energy, guys. Energy. Not only were they fooled by an instant connection, right? They have now entered into what I have deemed the instant connection cycle, right? Because what happens when we have the arrival of the third party, right? That's when someone has silently detached from the relationship from you, And now they're in the process of hiding in that detachment, right? And that's when they start dealing with the third party and all of that. But then they go be with the third party and all of that, right, guys? And then they sit there in the silence of themselves and realize that it was never about the grass being greener on the other side. It was about something deep within them that they're refusing to face. And so, in their continual effort to escape one's own reality, they have to continuously now find a new connection, right? Or an instant fix. So it's a repetitive onslaught of self-disaster and self-destruction, which is what's happening with this person. And they're somehow commingling here, collective, your energy into this, right? Which they have somehow identified you as their inner survival, right? So this is very deep understanding here, guys, for what's happening. Also, when we looked at the prophetic understanding of the bird earlier, as I was peering out of the window, someone needs your spirit, right? The balancing act of your spirit to ground them, to help them meet the ground, right? This is someone here, when we look at the demonic realms, there is the continual rising, the unsettling of the feet, right? Especially if we look at the pitter pat of the grounds of hell, right? There are feet that are never grounded or satisfied. And so because now there is the removal of you, which is when the primary party, which is you, collective, removes themselves from the energy. This is therefore when they begin moving into the instant connection cycle, right, guys? Which comes after they have set into this little fake relationship with the third party, and they realize you are actually permanently gone, right, guys? And so that wasn't the idea. They didn't want you to be gone. They still need your energy to survive, right? You are seen as their survival ticket. They're mad at you because you don't care anymore, right? And so they needed you to care in order for this instant connection cycle to maintain itself, right? Because in the instant connection, what's happening is they no longer can look in the mirror, right? And see the reflection of the mask, because the new instant connections are incapable of mirroring them, right? So we have to understand that, have that understanding of mirroring. Mirroring only takes place in a twin flame connection, right? It does not take place in normal, fleeting, instant connections, right? It's only two demons eyeing one another. That's what that is. And so they cannot see a reflection of themselves. They can only see the raw, true version of themselves being shown by this instant connection, right? And so they keep trying to instant connect, right? On top of this, there appears to be some type of ongoing argument here, guys, on who gave who what. Y'all, this is popping up again here about an STD, sexually transmitted diseases. And also, like I say, in these instant connections, someone's definitely trying to talk to a lot of people in order to get money from them, right? So this is the type of person that's reaching out to people really with the ultimate goal of begging them. You do know there's a lot of people like that, right, collective? They'll start talking to you, 24 hours. On hour 36, they're like, oh, I hate to even ask you this, but I'm out of gas, right? I hate to even ask you this, but I'm trying to make it to work. Can I borrow your car? These people exist, collective. For real. They will start asking you for money as soon as they meet you. Because they're depending on you to feed their negative energy, right? Unbeknownst. Because see, this is how they play the little demonic game. Unbeknownst, right? Because they try to latch on to empaths or people who have a heart or people who have it all going, right? The career people or the creatives or somebody that they can get something from, right? And on top of that, see, but very interesting about this person, though, collective, is they're not just, they got about 3 to 4 things they're attempting to do here, right? Because this is somebody here who needs the repetitive replay of their pain, right? The acting out of their pain's doppelganger. That's number 1. Number 2, they need somebody here that they can enforce this depressed dark energy upon, right? Because this is someone needing to escape, right? This is becoming a major problem for someone. They cannot escape, right? Which, namely here, they believe that they could do that in you, right? When they were with you, which means that they were expecting you to take care of everything. You were the one, enforcing the rules in the relationship structure. Also, like I say, taking on the weight of their limitations based on what they have willfully denied inside themselves, right? And so what they don't want to do is live in the depression, live in this dark energy. They want to express it, right? But expression is a totally different thing than actually having to live something out. Major key point here, right? And then on top of this, right, they also are needing this, number 3, for monetary gain. Resources, right? I gotta have somebody in the picture that can do all of this for me. See, this is the problem. And you know why all this showing up here, collective? Because 9 times out of 10, or really 10 times out of 10, they consider you to have successfully been doing all of this for them, right? So everybody they meet can only do a tidbit here and there. That's not going to work. Just like the little raggedy third party, y'all. Right. They can, maybe the third party can help them feed their demons, right? Through the sex orgies and, their drug use, all that. But they can't take on their identity, right? This is about energy transmutation. Then number 4, right, is the soul swap, right? Because now they need somebody they can swap souls with, right? So they essentially want to take someone here who is a sound of mind, right? Someone authentic, someone here who has it all together, and they want to reshape the narrative of your world, right? Therefore, you taking on their identity and they're taking on yours, right? So they're wanting all of that to take place. And as we look at the challenge area here, guys, number 1 is you're not going to answer someone's phone call here. They can't get in contact with you, right? And see, the problem is, like I say, them doing all this guesstimating, right? Oh my gosh, should I call a collective? If I call a collective, that means I'm gonna have to confront this heartbreak. If I reach out to collective, so they're weighing all these options as to why, and if and when they should call you, contact you here, right? Also, like I say, also the other challenge here, right, guys, is this person, their ability to maintain their loyalty and their commitment, right? This is where we get to the pivotal part, right? Because that's why you got all these people running around here talking about a relationship, right? Because the real dynamic is the commitment, right? Which means you are ready to build something with someone else. You are locked in. This person, that's a major challenge. Yeah, can they lock in? Can they commit to you? And then every time they think about it, they sit up here and see why, right? That you're done talking to them forever, right? This breakup is forever, right? So someone's challenge here is, like I say, first of all, trying to have the hope that the two of you are going to get back together, right? Also, number two, they don't know whether or not you're talking to someone else. They don't want you to be single out here, but yet and still, they're going to run around here and do what they want to do. So it's an enmeshment of them losing complete control that they thought they had over you, right? And that being a complete disaster in someone's psychosis, right? They can't fathom this, right? That they thought they once had complete control over your destiny, and now they don't, which they never did, right? Because you can't control anybody's destiny. What? That's the first fallacy here we're listening to. Then on top of this, right? They're still out here, throwing it up, right? Legs up, hands down. They're still out here doing it, right, y'all? And they don't want to stop. So they're like, okay, am I going to be able to stop screwing everybody? Can I realistically do that? Well, when they think about it, they start saying, well, I can't get this up, right? So the relationship over, but they don't want it to be over. I mean, that's really crazy, y'all. Let's clarify what's in the main energy. Talk to me about this spiritual energy, injury. Y'all, it's just crazy. It's just crazy, guys. Spiritual injury. And then the funny part about this collective is can you even believe this? Because you won't be all this. And just look at how actually this is dark, deeply dark, depressive energy, right? And this is the identity someone is wanting you to take on, right? Because what's really killing them, collective, right, is because this is not your energy. This is them actively sitting in their own identity, right? Because they have no other choice. Because they don't have your energy to depend on or lean on. On top of this, they're mad. You're not going to do it. Ain't that something? I mean, so this person, like I say, they're sitting up here depressed, wanting your energy. Wow, guys. Guess what's showing up in the position of the spiritual injury? The Queen of Cups. This you, y'all. Back when you were self-victimizing yourself, whether unaware or or aware of it, right? Of course, we know you all knew what was going on here, right? Someone depending on your love, your empathy, your mothering, your nurturing. Because this is selflessness, right? The Queen of Cups is about selflessness and taking on the affairs of others, which is a hefty load, right, guys? This is what they want, the Nine of Cups. They want you to sacrifice yourself here. That's what they want, y'all. They want you, and like I said, more so, this is about you giving them what they want. Get that, collective. Can you believe this? And see, the injury is coming in because even if we take a deeper look at this, right? You standing in this as the statue here of liberty, right? This is you getting what you want, right? And this person is out of the picture, right? You're happy, and that's killing them. You being happy and loving yourself. This is you loving yourself and you focusing on your own happiness and your own wish fulfillment, right? That's causing a literal spiritual injury to this person. And they're ready to fight you, right? You know, let's square up. You know, what you mean? What you mean you worried about yourself? What's up? Do what I told you. Stop letting this person ready to fight you. They ready to Mike Tyson. What's the girl name, y'all? You think I'm feisty, but I'm not even feisty. I bet you better not trap me. I'm the Mike Tyson, so you better not bite me. Yeah. Round 100, y'all. Woo, y'all, stop playing. I know, how many of y'all know who I'm talking about? Round 100. Y'all, I couldn't believe this when my cousin knew who she was. I was so tickled, guys. Because my cousin, Rachel, she owns her window treatment showroom out of Chicago. And she's really business oriented like me and stuff. So when she knew about it, I was like, girl, what? So I messaged her on Facebook. I'm like, yes, live on Robert 100. You think I'm feisty, but I'm not even feisty. I bet you better not try me. Oh, geez, this person ready to bust your head in. Do y'all know they collective? Then they keep going back and forth trying, oh, should I call? Oh, should I? Because they know they ain't no damn good, y'all. They know they ain't nothing but a problem. Talk about needing your energy. So what do they need the collective's energy for? Oh, Jesus, baby. They want to talk to you so bad. And like I say, you're not answering their phone calls. And see, the problem is, they know if they call you, you're not going to answer. Right? They know you're not going to answer, y'all. Needing your energy to survive. Out there in some trouble, y'all. Judgment in the reverse. That's right. Shout out to Cynthia Reed 2099. What's going on, girl? You finally made it to the live. I love you. My baby. They in some trouble, y'all. What's this trouble about? This person, they done pulled around and did something here. And they need you to correct it. They need, you know what? You also have the valet of goblins in the reverse. And now you also have the hangman in the reverse and also the lovers. Right? And then you also have the sun card in the reverse showing up as confirmation. The strength card is as well in the reverse. A lot of Leo energy here. And also we have the High Priestess and the Temperance card in the reverse. So essentially, yeah, 2 of Cups, 5 of Wands. Yeah, because this is somebody here, like I say, they don't got no love in their heart, right? The real conflict is you being in love alone and no longer wanting to be in love alone. Are y'all really hearing this, y'all? They wanted you. They liked it when you were in love alone, right? You being in love and them not being in love. They were in love's manipulation, right? The chamber of love's manipulation, right? This is somebody here who got a bite to pick with you because they know that you were in love alone, right? And then on top of this, they can't see their way out because, like I say, they don't want you to know and see what's going on with this other lover right? They don't want to, and then also, well, number one, they don't want to have to apologize to you for nothing, right? They don't want to have to apologize to you. This person feel like they don't owe you no apology, like for nothing, right? And that's why they can't get unstuck, right? Because they're not going to let their ego go, right? Even though they're a coward and they're weak as hell, and they're also insecure, and they're also codependent, right? Key point here is they're codependent. That's the main thing. They know you know that they're codependent, whether they with you or anybody else, right? And they're angry because you know them, right? This is not no guessing game. You got this person number, right? You know them, like you know who this person is, and you know dang on well they don't love you, right? This somebody trying to. They're in love's manipulation. That's the chamber they're in. So that essentially they want somebody, they want you, right? Because you love them. This is somebody misplacing. This is displaced love, right? So they want to use your love for their gain. That's what this is about. And they're mad at you, wanting to fight you, wanting to throw their dukes up. Because you're not going to be in love alone, right? And what happens when we're in love alone, y'all, right? How many times have we done this, right? You know, you in love alone, so you now you got triple and quadruple to work on your plate, all just to be sitting up with a ghost. You in love with Casper the Friendly Ghost, because they're not gonna help you with nothing, right? How somebody that don't love you gonna help you with what it takes to be in what they like to call a relationship, right? It's much easier, newsflash, it's much easier to maintain and sustain your life being single. I don't know where y'all, let's talk about this, y'all. Let's take a coffee sip on this. I don't know where they came up with this, right? It's better with two heads and better with two olives. No, it's not. Not unless you got somebody really decide on that dollar line and it wasn't no pseudo signature, right? Because how many of these marriages, right? He decided on the line, ooh, y'all married, but he didn't sign into the contract. He didn't sign into the bond, right? He didn't sign into the collectiveness of this relationship, right? Where some of the weight is being taken off one to another, right? The bills, the kids, the responsibilities. I mean, come on, y'all. This ain't no joke out here. These people say that y'all talking about relationship, but that's not a relationship. Is way more than just a feeling. The minute you decide to move that relationship right from the relations aspect, where it's just screwing, or somebody felt good or looked good, right? And then you jump into the ship of distortions based on the sex game, right? Because that's a relationship. There's not no. That's why I keep saying there is no relationship dynamic. That's what they keep talking about. What are we listening about here? And then when you decide, oh, they didn't hit you up with this. Oh, I'm ready to move things forward, and you move in with this fool. Come on now, y'all. Ooh, Jesus. Then before you know it, who you thought was your husband is nothing more than merely a narcissist that was created out of his hatred for his mother, right? Oh, I need mommy and daddy or whatever, guys. Their unhealed pain from the molestation or whatever. Or them getting locked up and serving 20 years and didn't tell you, right? And then on top of this, they have, as soon as they got married or moved in, now they have completely changed, right? Because they feel like they won you, right? So now no more dates, no more movie nights, no more letting your friends over, because now it's about me entrapping you, right? I have to imprison soul. That's where the soul swap come, right? Soon as you let them move in, lock the key, you lock the door, right? You don't know that first day is when they begin the soul swap, right? on lingerie, cooking dinner for my husband. Right, y'all? I'm at the vanity every day. What? I got a career. I mean, what's next? Until all of a sudden I'm cooking dinner one night, and my husband hop up and start talking to me like a goddamn fool. And I'm like, what's up here? You know, who is this? I don't know who this person is. I'm talking about my husband hopped up and started talking to me like I was somebody on the street, y'all. First damn awareness. You know, I'm cool. I done read the book, child. I'm gonna keep my husband, you know, I'm in the lingerie. I got on heels. Shoot, I'm trying to make it good. I'm watching my weight, my calories. I mean, right? All in the attempt of the patriarchy, right? Trying to keep this man, right? But in your head, that's not what you're thinking, right? You just loving your husband, or you just loving your wife. You know, you thinking y'all got something good going on. Y'all, you done talked about the future. Ooh, we gonna start this business, right? I remember me and my husband talking about starting a property management business, right? We gonna buy some properties, and we gonna do all this. And they talk all that right in the beginning until they feel like they done trapped you, right, y'all? Then all of a sudden, everything they talking about, especially in the future, don't include you, right? So you sitting up there, start wondering, and you, who is this person? Is this my husband, or is this Chucky? What? Oh, stop playing, y'all. Y'all know I ain't lying. I couldn't believe it, y'all. I couldn't believe it. I'm sitting up here cooking dinner. All of a sudden, next thing you know, you a bitch. Like, what? Wait, where we do this at? You know, then you come home from work. My husband asking me, do you got some air freshener? How you my husband, and we live together, we in a full-blown marriage, and you asking me, do I have air freshener? First of all, what you need air freshener for? If I just got out of work, what you hiding? You been in here screwing? You know that's what they're doing, right? See, my husband thought I didn't know, right? Well, that is until he discovered that I was a psychic medium, right? And then the war began, right, guys? Whoa! And so we already know, in the case of the closure, who won, right? Because I need you to get your thing and get the hell out. I mean, I don't know. What's happening, y'all? The soul swap, right? So, they need your energy. And like I say, this person could also, with judgment in the reverse, there could be something going on here in the legal system, guys. Something that this person is going through, like I said, they didn't need you to get them out of, right? And then let's even talk about the fact that this is not just something, right? Because this is the fillet of goblets. This is a whole spec of things, right? You might well look at it like that. A whole centrum of deteriority here. 2121 here on the live. Give me one more for that, for this person needing your energy. Well, what do you know, collective? The high priestess. Yes, expeditiously. Yes. The high priestess. They need your energy. But they know you're not going to accept their apology because you know it's a fool's game. 22 on the clock. What am I saying, y'all? On the live. And they also know your apology, their fake apology, right? Because the valet, if God was in reverse, that's fake, right? That's a fake apology or a pseudo apology. A pseudo apology has different intentions than what an apology, a normal apology's intentions dictates, right? Which means someone is trying to apologize to me in order to get something else that they want that they are not making clear to me. That also means that it is laced in lies, right? But see, the thing about it is they don't even want to give you a fake apology, right? Ain't this something? And they're pissed the hell out because what happened here, guys, you moved from this Queen of Cups to the High Priestess, right, guys? Let's talk about a real bona fide transformation here. You have moved from the Queen of Cups to the High Priestess. You're not playing games with whoever this is and anybody else, really, for that matter. Just to be real. Let's talk about managing because you don't care anymore, right? So that's leading us to, like I said, you move to this High Priestess position in this overall energy. Very highly intuitive, right? And you already know this not gonna work, right? And then they're mad because you are not this selfless person, that was always concerned about their happiness and always concerned about, is everything okay? Right? If they decide to walk on you and be gone with the third party for a month or two, you're not fixing the relationship no more, right? All based on their soul, right? Not their actions, the darkness of their soul, right? That's why they were trying to do the soul swap. So you sit there, I leave, right? They dump all their trash. Who was that psychologist, guys? Robin Smith. Remember when Robin Smith used to be on Oprah Winfrey Show, guys? And I will never forget the analogy that she used about the notion that states people believe that you have now become their dumpster, right? It's deeply laced in compartmentalization, right? Because I just dump everything off into you. And then you become the dumpster that's waiting on the trash to be picked up, right? That's the part I'm adding to her analogy, right? As this dumpster, I'm now waiting on the trash pickup on Monday, right? Like, this is what they expected, right? Because that's why they need the soul swap. So that you can take on all of this transmutation, right? Their darkness, their dark energy, their depression, all their inadequacies and all that, inadequacies, and now you harbor it, right? That's why instead of you letting it go, it now becomes, well, now I'm hurting over their perceived pain. Now I'm taking on the position of mommy and daddy because they're unhealed, right? Now I'm worried about their happiness, what they want, now I must correct my behavior, right? And I must appease them in order for them to come back to me, right? Or I got to heal this relationship that was never broken, right? Because this is what you call a pseudo broken relationship, right? It's actually a soul swap, right? Y'all, talk to me about why they don't. They're worried about you not caring anymore. Why is this here for the collective? They're concerned with why they're just really killing them, y'all. That y'all don't care anymore. So we have the Empress. We got Taurus showing up here. We also have Pisces. We have Cancer. Also, Scorpio. So we have the Empress. Yeah. So you don't care anymore. And then also, like I say, you're very successful. So not only do you have someone here mad. And of course, with you being the Empress, right? They're mad because they feel like you got more than enough, right? You know, what's this? You can't give me nothing. You can't take on my pain body. Hashtag Eckhart Tolle, right? That came up with the terminology or coined the terminology of the pain body, right? You have more than enough to sustain your whatever it is you're doing, your growth, where you're going, and take on their baggage, right? Because you're the Empress. You know, how dare you mean you can't listen to me or worry about what I got going on? The hell? And then on top of this, they need some money. So they feel like you got more than enough. You doing good. You winning. You prospering. So why can't you send me $20 if I ask for it? Why I gotta be with you? This that type of person, y'all. This is really crazy, y'all. They feel like they shouldn't even have to be with you or apologize to you in order to cash out your money. This that type of person, right? They leave you, right? They start dealing with the other person. And then they come back like 6 months to a year later, right? Or something like that. And start trying to friend zone you. Oh, well, I still want us to talk. You know, we can still be friends. What you mean friends? We're not friends, boo. We're not talking because you ain't no damn good, boo. Like, it don't got nothing to do with the relationship. It's got to do with who you are on the inside. Your soul, your dark, demented soul. That means we can't be friends. We can't be crickets. We can't be ants building the ant house. Boo, we can't be birds flying about. We're not even the pigeons, boo. The hell? We can't be dogs together. We can't be cats. What's next? Like, I don't even want to be a fly on the wall with your ass. The hell? Because of some kind of way, this person thinks you want to know what they got going on. This person really sicko. Like, first off, you busy, okay? And your business is flourishing, especially if you're an entrepreneur, right? And might we add the very business or the very dream that they talked down, right? Or they never was going to help you support or any of that, right? Why is Empress here? Yeah, you too busy. You're too busy creating. You're busy working on your stability. Often up here. That's about all. Yeah. So they're mad at you, like I say. They're mad because you are the Empress. And they're mad because of what you think about yourself. Are y'all ready for this? This person sitting up hating you because of how you think about yourself and how you see yourself. You have the Two of Pentacles and Five of Swords. So this person is mad at you because you think very highly of yourself, right? Which is why you don't care anymore, right? Because they feel like they should be able to put you on this train, right? Of competing energies. They feel like you should be one of their options. And you're not their option. You're the Empress. And they hate you because of what you think about yourself. Because you know you're above anybody trying to treat you like this, right? And you're not going to let them treat you like this simply because at one point they may have brought you some form of happiness, or they were a wish fulfillment at some point, and you love them, right? You actually genuinely love them. But that being option to this person and playing some type of imaginary courting field, it was not part of it. That was not part of this. Because you are definitely the Empress. And y'all, let's really talk about the triple threat here, right, y'all? Because I'm loving this. Because you actually are representing the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Empress. Guys, it's not getting no better than this. Like, what's next? Like, I mean, you're not. No, this is somebody here that definitely didn't understand who you were, right? Because see, this is the type of energy where You know, like I say, you may have been, like I say, very good at controlling your emotions here. Like somebody misread you because they couldn't read you, right? Because you were feeling all of this, but at the same time, you were still working on your pursuit, still building your business, right? You didn't even have time to talk to them stuff they were talking when they were there, right? You still love yourself enough to know when to walk away, right? You're not, you know, essentially they were playing a game that they were always destined to lose here. And they're really mad, like I say, because you are not going to allow them to juggle you based on all of this that's going on with them. Talk to me about them being fooled by instant connection. So right now, they appear to be waiting to get away from somebody here. So this like staying with somebody or still there, because they have some type of plan here that has not unfolded as of yet. Yeah. And this is really stressing them the hell out. Because this really giving me, right, y'all? Let me tell y'all what's up. So they left the third party, right? I'm telling y'all exactly what's going on. They left the third party, the one that's engaged in this STD, right, y'all? And so one of these little fools they've been hitting up or talking back and forth with on the DM and stuff, right? They gave them the okay to come lay up in the house, right? And this definitely not what they was wanting, right? So now they in yet another bind. Y'all. And now this new person is probably the one that's been caught the STD from them that the karmic gave them. This is exactly what's going on, y'all. And this new person like, what the hell going on? Did you give me something? You know. And all this was to get some money, right? And of course the soul swap if they can. Right? Because this really give me somebody here collective. This literally all they do in a regular day. Right? This literally give me somebody like dependent on relationships for their entire wedding, right? This is that person sit up, don't do nothing. And their whole day consists of this cycle game, right? Talking to new people. They never not talking to new people. Because they're always planning for something to go wrong. The next instant connection not working, right? You know, maybe this person won't give me no money, that person won't give me no money. So let me not hit up, you know, David or Jessica that I've been talking to today, or you know, the last week. And then maybe they're gonna give me something I can soul swap with them, right? But they have to give it enough time, right? It's just like the narcissist, right? When they talk in the terms of supply, right? The narcissist is never not looking for supply, right? And this really somebody to y'all that'll go with anybody, right? As long as they give them what they want, they'll sleep with anybody else. As long as this what you call the great con artist. What I say, y'all, Five of Swords showing up for trying to blame you for an STD after catching it from someone else. So they're blaming the new person, saying that they gave them this STD. What I just tell y'all? When they know they got it from the karmic, ongoing fight right now, or arguments. I done told y'all. Ongoing fight right now. And there's competition, right? So there's always somebody in the background. Like I say, y'all. And like I said, this new person is a fool, right? Because they're not the only person they sleeping with. right? They don't see who in the picture. This person is a fool, y'all. They don't know nothing about this person that you know from the past, y'all. They completely in the blind. Because there's plenty of people, and there we go, 5 + 2, that's the 7 of Swords. Deception. Somebody lying their ass out about an STD, sexually transmitted disease. Injustice. In the reverse. Lying to someone, communication. And like I say, the 8 of Wands also represents multiple sexual partners. Also something happening fast. So this person contracted this pretty quickly here upon dealing with your person from the past here. And so there's an argument ensuing right now, and somebody's getting ready to have to worry about where they're gonna go next, which is namely, this person is showing up in your energy, which is why I'm feeling in the energy, this person is gonna end up trying to contact you here. Because they're not going to be able to find some new shiny little opportunity because they didn't have enough time, right? Between looking for this new opportunity and being rejected. See, this ain't get caught up, y'all. Just so y'all know, right? These people like this person from your past, they got to have enough time, right? Which is why they keep trying to milk you and do this soul swap, right? Because that takes time, y'all. Ain't nobody just believing you all this and that. That take time, right? For them to fake and be this and that and the other. 25 on the live. They ain't have enough time, right? Because they've already exhausted all these other people. And there's another time frame that it ain't been enough time, right? For the past people, they already messed up to be like, oh, okay, well, come back and I'll tonight or some dumb stuff, right? There has not been enough time lapse, and they done already contracted something from the person, and they like, you got to get your ass up out of my house. Quit playing with me. I have not slept with nobody but you, so you're not lying to me, boo. This person got to go somewhere. Simple as that. So, talk to me about cash app requests. Oh, Sembrian Goose your ass. Oh, Jesus. The heckaboos and the indelibles about it. The incredible hooks about it. Oh, Jesus. Talk to me about cash app requests. Maybe they already practiced. They ain't got no money, y'all. And they need this money so they can be able to do their little stuff. Whether that be weed or methamphetamine. Most of these people out here doing meth now, y'all, right? Or calling it ice, right? They always got to come up with some fancy name. Y'all notice that, y'all? They always got to come up with some fancy name to try to make something be something that is not. Nah, boo, you just a dope fiend. Case closed. We salute you. We salute you. Round of applause for you being a goddamn fool. Right? That you would snort methamphetamine. Are you a fool? What's happening here? I mean, and they sitting up here talking this dumb stuff, y'all. Instead of it being methamphetamine, right? They gotta call it ice or whatever. No, it's meth, boo. You all messed up. Right? Or they snorting their cocaine or whatever. Because this somebody definitely out here down for their crime. And cash app request is not a CD. Let's do this here. Cash app request is not Wells Fargo. What do we listen to? Cash app request is not US Bank. Cash app request is $20 me here and $10 me there. Right? That's why they gotta see. And you know why they're showing up for y'all? Because they tired of doing this, right? They tired of this. Because see, over here in this land, that they're not over here with you no more, right? Because this is what they were really trying to do, this soul swap, right? And they thought they got you. Is y'all ready to hear that? This person really thought they swapped souls with you. Like, they really did. That's why they thought you would be still waiting on them. It would never be over. You're just gonna love them till the cows come home, baby. They're just gonna be able to stand there and just milk you. I'll give them some more milk. I'll see you in 2 months. But this ain't real, right? So they tired of these cash app requests, right? They only dealing with people that they can get $10 from, or then they got to do all this and that and the other just to get it, right? Talking about cash app requests, y'all. Oh, Jesus. Night ablaze. So they definitely going to be coming towards you here to ask you for some money. And guess who it's from, y'all? King of Wands in reverse. Not shocking. Oh, Jesus, y'all. The person you ended things, this permanent closure here is with. And like I say, this person wants some big time money from you. For real, y'all. This person was used to you, like I say, having a full-blown career here, being able to get all their needs met here. And this is over here. There's a permanent ending. This could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this person is going to be taking action towards you in the form of communication fast. And like I say, guys, they're in a bind, right? That's why. And they're going to be like trying to like, and really I can't even stand this energy this fool in. And it's karmic energy, and it's like somebody calling you, talking just like they was back when you was with them. Calling you, talking to you like you beneath them or something, or talking to you out the side of their damn neck, right? Or trying to like make you do something. Like, boo. You're not going to make anybody do nothing. Can you please stop? Quit playing out here in these spiritual streets. Because you're not going to be able to make this collective do a damn thing. I don't know. What am I listening to? It's really annoying. Because this person's energy they sitting up in is really, really annoying, y'all. For real. That's why you don't want anything to do with this person. Because they sitting up here and they real quick to say some dumb stuff. And the whole thing of it is that they can't even get themselves together enough to even come correct. Like, boo. Who are you? The hell are you talking to? Like, that's my whole thing. Who are you speaking to? Like, you can't be telling me you call my phone talking to me like no goddamn fool. Real talk. Like, you gotta be joking me right now. Like, for real. They can't even get it together enough to talk to you correct to get something from you. I mean, what's up here? Like I said, because they're still sitting up here thinking, like I done told you, I don't care how long this been since you done been with this person. This person feel like they own you. And they sick, twisted, demonic mind. They think they have cast some type of spell or whatever, and they have swapped souls with you. Are y'all ready to hear this? And so essentially, what they're saying is in your head, this over, right? It's not over. It's over when they say it's over, right? Talking about the soul swap. Yeah, what am I saying? What am I saying, y'all? Here we go with the Empress again. Some of you all could definitely be a Taurus, right? Or someone tried to swap souls with a Taurian. See, they want your good energy, right? All this 3 of Cups. You the way you get along with people. There's also somebody here that was jealous of your natural ability to pull people in, like manifest people in. And it's all good energy, right? So this is also somebody here who was pulling people off of your energy, right? And that's something else they missed, right? They were running into people that they could get a little bit of something out of, right? Because they were in your energy. That's all come to a closure, right? They want your energy, your success, right? They want to walk into the people you walk into. This is also, like I said, somebody attractive people are being with you. So this is also somebody who could be attractive, but they don't even think they look good, right? This is somebody really sick, twisted the dimensions, y'all. They don't even like themselves, really. They don't even think they look good. And like I said, they could be very visually attractive. But they so damn ugly on the inside. When they look in the mirror, they don't see nothing beautiful or handsome. It's somebody wanting to be you. Really, just to be honest. And manifest off you. Right? There we go. 3 of Swords and the Magician. They wanted to manifest off you, intentionally break your heart, so that they can remove you out the picture, right? Just to come back, right? So they want to break your heart, move you out the picture, and then start manifesting off your energy, right? Remove you out the picture in your own cinematic wheel here, right? This is your show, your movie, your life. 35-25 on the live, and they can't take that that's over, right? Because they really feel like they were working on their destiny off of you, right? Essentially, spiritually killing you off, right? That's why they have to try to talk at you and talk down to you and come up with all these narratives, right? And all this kind of stuff, so they can try to break. This was somebody trying to break your spirit, right? Because you can't essentially, for a philosophical understanding here, guys, let's take a break to talk about this. You can't, essentially, you cannot soul swap unless you are able to break an incubant spirit, right? That's why when the change happens in the relationship, right? And the mask drops, they do that intentionally, right? And it's only a partial dropping of the mask. We have to understand there are several levels to this, right, y'all? It's only a partial spatial limitation dropping of a mask, right? They're not letting you into their full areas of or dimensions. It's only a partial dropping so that they can begin the onslaught of breaking your spirit, right? Which is why we have the spiritual injury, right? And they're depressed because they're the ones that are broken, right? They're spiritually broken. And they wanted to break your spirit, right? And then take on your good energy. They couldn't do that. They couldn't break your spirit, right? They couldn't do that, y'all. And you definitely can't break a high priestess spirit. What's happening here, guys? Somebody divinely receiving divine messages and downloads. Somebody here who's deeply connected to the spirit realms, and you got a dark demonic energy trying to break your spirit. How did that even happen? Do they not know, right? That the angelic hosts, the warring angels, are sitting right next to me? This is mummified that humans have become, right? Because if I don't see it, I can't believe it. I don't need to see that the warring angels are surrounding me right now at this moment. I don't need to see that to believe it. How did they propose that they would break your spirit and there are angels standing close surrounding your spirit daily? I don't understand that. Right? How, therefore, are you going to break me? You're not going to break me. Because when Archangel Michael sticks his sword into your heart, you won't even understand when that happened. Right, guys? Because it's too natural, right? Talk to me about familial ties. Talking to the family. Where we at, y'all? Let me get. We're going to do familial ties here, and then we're going to take a look at romance and career. with the familial ties. And then we got, what's next coming up, guys? I think I got Libra and Cancer coming up here, guys. Before I go over to my mom's house and cook some greens, y'all. Oh, look, y'all, my mom got some greens. Talking about, can you come over here and cook these greens? Look, y'all, and then my brother sitting over there waiting too, y'all. I'm like, this not right. Oh, jeez. These hickaboos. Familial ties for the collective at this time, please. Familial ties. Familial ties for the collective. Someone in your collective definitely may have done something here in the form of action that you don't too much care for here. You could definitely be feeling wronged here, but also feeling like, this is my family. I'm not gonna. You're choosing the higher road here. I do see that. You are also. You could have thought about whether to completely sever a connection with someone in your family, but you are deciding not to. And it's simply because you are worried that this would be very heartbreaking to this person here if you were to cut them off. Or even if you, because there's literally no communication going on here. Like, you're not voicing how you feel, you're not talking about it, not communicating it to them at all. And I just feel like there's this fear, like what you want to say is stressing you out. But what the part that's stressing you out is if you convey it, that's going to be very heartbreaking to someone you deeply care about here. Familial ties. We have Sagittarius here. Scorpio. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Familial ties. The collective. There definitely could have been, like I say, a fight here over something here. It could have been over money. Also, it could have been over needing some type of money in order to do something. Because we have the Knight of this. Something transactional here that required action. And getting into a dispute with someone in your family over that. Like I said, there you are with the Moon to the Queen of Wands. You, like I said, holding on to how you feel. You could definitely be very emotional here, but like I say, choosing the higher road. And whatever this is, you could be definitely deciding to just do it alone here. We also have Virgo. You could also be making a judgment call about a Virgo here. Oh, shoot. That car flew under my treadmill now. We got the Wheel of Fortune. So you're worried about something changing here. Yeah. Like, is a toxic scenario in your family or a toxic dynamic in your family ever going to change? Because it's now become very heartbreaking for you, right? So it's at the point now where it's like causing you stress because you continuously have to keep taking the higher road here. You continuously have to keep feeling like you either can't or don't want to share how you really feel about this. Yeah. And like I say, it's becoming a situation where you're just tired of kind of waiting for something to resolve itself. Because you don't want to have to end relationship here in your family dynamic. Let's talk romance. How is the person on the collective's mind here feeling about them? Current energy field here of feelings for the love interest of the collective. How are they feeling towards the collective at the time? Stop playing collective. Oh, Jesus, they not the one no more. Oh, Jesus. You're not going to be counting no love triangle. You know, the love is gone. You know, it's over. You definitely feel like this person stabbed you in the back. You may, like I say, have a divine love for this person, right? You know, that's the interesting part here, collective. You don't hate this person. You have divine love for them, but you definitely view this person as, like I say, someone here who is prone to betraying you. Someone here who is prone to backstabbing you. Definitely have put you in a triangulation in the past. Like I say, you still loving this person beyond their flaws, but also recognizing that this is somebody here who's codependent on your energy. This is somebody here that you're going to have to do too much to deal with. Like, yeah, valet of this. This person also don't meet you on your level as far as career and goals, what you're trying to do. This somebody, there's a page. They not valet of goblets. Also, like I say, you also feel like this person, not only do they not have anything to give to you, or not even trying, they also won't even so much as give you an apology for what they have done. Yeah. So this is somebody who you feel like has betrayed you, put you in a love triangle. You, even though you saw them beyond their skeletons here, beyond their problems, you also tried to help them with their insecurities, and they still gave you nothing but crumbs, right? And then on top of this, they won't even give you so much as an apology, right? And so you're taking a new journey, right? Or you been gone, right? Yeah, there you are cutting this person off. So you feel like, you know, you're going to continue to cut this person off. You see this person as not loyal. You also see this person as someone who's very cold, very detached from you. And then now it's like really at a point where it's just ridiculous with this coldness, right? This is somebody who stresses you out. Like, you could have had a lot of sleepless nights when you were dealing with this person. And you also feel like this is somebody who takes you off your A game. Like, because right now you can be very active with your business, active with your goals, your even if you're in school or studying, whatever you're doing, this is somebody here who comes in and they're like a combustion. It's like an engine busting, right? They come in and then everything goes just all out of place here. They get you off your A game. Then also you don't like dealing with them because they always get their family involved. This is somebody who puts their family in some type of scheme to get over on you. This is the type of person that uses their family to get back in your life. You all of a sudden you start receiving calls from their family, right? Acting like they're calling about something else, but the only time they call you is when this person is out of your life so that they can help them get back in your life, right? That type of deal. And they help them to try to play head games with you. Yeah, this is definitely somebody who has their family help them to do all this stuff. And you're very on to that. Like, you know that to be definitely the truth. And like I say, you cut them off too. So this is something you have to essentially do. You have to cut them off and their family. Especially if this was a marriage. You had to cut the in-laws off. Because like I say, they're working to get you to take on mommy daddy position, right? Or because they don't want to deal with this person because you're a wife or you're the husband, they expect you to do this, right? This is that type of thing, y'all. Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, you're very angry at this person, collective. 1828 on the live. You're very angry at this person because you feel like this person, you shouldn't have had to cut them off. You shouldn't have had to cut them off in order for them to try to do right by you. You shouldn't have had to deal with none of this. That's really how you feeling. Like, you can't even believe it. Like, you shouldn't have to do this, right? And you're very angry at this person. And like I say, you have become cold. This is not even about them being cold towards you no more. You're very angry with this person. Like I say, and there's cold energy here. You're not thinking about this. And that's how they're feeling. They're angry at you. Well, that was your feelings here, guys. So that's everything that came out. Let's take a look at their feelings. So this person, guys, and my apologies, guys, because like I'm supposed to be pulling energy for their feelings, but that was all your feelings that came out first, guys. This person here, it definitely could be a fire sign trying to get in contact with an earth sign. It doesn't have to be, but they are definitely feeling like they've been waiting on you to take action towards them. But they're tired of waiting, so they're going to be taking action towards you here. This is about investment here. They are sitting in a lot of regret because they did not make you happy here. This is someone definitely going to be taking action, or this is them moving from thinking about taking the risk to actually taking action. So this person is definitely going to be, they feel like you're moving too slow, collective. They're tired of waiting on to see if you're going to reach out to them. There we go. This person coming in. And like I say, definitely could be a fire sign that is trying to get out of a tower here. There we go, y'all. They're definitely stuck in a situation right now they got to get out of. And see, they thought you would have reached out to them by now. So they're going to take some form of action to try to bring justice to you, or a proposed justice. And like I say, that's because they never wanted your investment in them to be over. Four of Cups. They also feel like, well, there's been a lot of regret here because they rejected your love when they had your love. So this is someone here ready to fight for what they want, and their claim is that they want you. We see Seven of Swords. So the thing about it is, guys, this may end up leading to their own heartbreak here because they're going to be lying about what's up. Right, guys? And that would be a defining decision here And what's going to happen after this action that they take to come your way here? Money and career. Wait a minute. Money and country. Hierophants. So things are going to be stabilizing here for you, collective, especially if there's been like a bump in the road or things haven't been stable. Things are about to get stable here. Like your foundation coming back where you need to be, being very secure here with the Queen of Discs and the Hierophant. Definitely could be getting a new job here after a string of being told no, or a lot of jobs, like applying for a lot of jobs and they telling you no. And with you showing up as this 4 of Cups, that means you're very qualified here. And you're someone who works with purpose. You are typically the best candidate to choose in these scenarios, but there's a lot of competition. There's been a lot of competition in the job market right now. And so people have been hiring people who aren't going to work out, right? They aren't going to work out. So what's going to happen here, like I say, you are going to be stepping up here into a new position. Things are definitely going to be getting good here. There's also something about you having like a metamorphosis here, so to speak, collective. A deep metamorphosis, actually, I'm saying, especially with the Hierophant. Like you changing deeply here, like, and what that's speaking to is you going through, it's almost like sitting in a cocoon, right? Like the butterfly. That could be the reason why you haven't been getting told yes for a job. There was something you had to go through that the divine was having you go through here. And it's like a metamorphosis here, but now that it's complete is what I'm saying. And it really could have had something to do. See how in this depiction here, collective, how these people are holding on to you as the great Hierophant here. People with these skeletons, right? Holding on to your energy, draining you spiritually here. That had to come to a close before this blessing. Because it's like a blessing coming after a transformation, especially in your career here. Work fulfillment, money fulfillment. Guys, look at this. You have the King of Goblets. That's really good. Something that you love actually growing exponentially here. You have the the Page of Wands and the 6 of Cups. You may end up traveling for what it is that you do. But like I say, you're walking into something that you're destined to be doing here. This is something very aligned. The 9 of Pentacles, guys, this is good. This is really good in your career. Self-sufficient. Oh my gosh, guys, the 10 of Cups. This is great. Great, great, great. I love what I'm saying here. It's like crossing over into this new phase here. This is also happening here in relation to, like I said, you loving yourself deeply here. You also not choosing to go back to something. And also, like I say, this metamorphosis that has taken place. You're also going to have a lot of people that regret here, guys. Like people behind the scenes watching you progress. Because like I say, this season you're in is going to be like you really not wasting a lot of time on people. I'm saying here, collective, like not like if people aren't like you don't got time for people right now. Like I say, your head is in the game here. Like I say, you don't care how long it takes what you are going to be doing is investing your time where you don't pain. And I see you like not having time for people's problems or whatever. Like, yeah, like I say, you're gonna have people sitting up here like heartbroken here over like what you have to say. Because you definitely could have people like starting to try to reach out to you or ask you for this and that. And what you have to say, they're not gonna like, and you don't care. You know what I'm saying? So, and then on top of it, they're gonna be trying to like right here with this 8 of Wands, to me in this energy, that's representing accusations. Right? People accusing you of stuff because you're not going to do what they're asking you to do. Right? Or feeling betrayed by you because you're choosing yourself, you're choosing your career. Yeah, choosing to be in this emperor position, right? That's right behind that, guys, is the 6 of Wands, success. Literally, you bossing up here, right, guys? Also, whoever this is that you are married to, in a relationship with, they're going to be heartbroken here, guys. Because also that emperor could be associated to you meeting an emperor as you are doing all of this. Yeah. You could have a Leo trying to work something out with you here. And you're going to remain silent. Like I'm saying, guys, you're blocking someone. Especially could be a spouse. A strange spouse. Or someone you were in a relationship with. That you don't got no time for. Guys, here comes the new job. Ace of Pentacles. Confirming Queen of Pentacles. Some of you could definitely be Tauruses. You don't have to be. But there could definitely be a Taurus or even Capricorn or Virgo getting a new job. Something that's paying really good. Right, guys? New opportunity coming in. There we go with work. 8 of Pentacles. Strength. You are very confident here. You're going to be, you're ready here, guys. You're ready to fight for yourself. I mean, really. You are ready. Like, this is definitely screaming to me like you having to wait. Things looking unclear, but you having to wait until you are ready, until the divine deemed you ready. Right, guys? And this is really screaming like proving that you passed a lesson here. So, like, when these people start coming in, right, guys, it won't even be that question, right? You're just going to say no. You know what I mean? There's no room for a lesson. Knight of Goblets. So, you may also be turning down new love interests that you definitely don't deem to be on your level here and not what you're looking for. And like I say, you're going to be spending a lot of time building yourself up. You're going to have a lot of people after you, right? Because they see you as industrious here. Definitely somebody here to be with. But then again, these are like looking like codependent energies, right? So you're going to be having to turn down a lot. It's really giving me like a lot of folks here. And then meeting this emperor. Right? Because you're still going to have people competing. There's a lot of people competing for you because of who you are. Right, guys? Because this is, like I say, your glow is moving up substantially here. Because this is like amazing. Like the way that you feel about yourself. And like I say, your career booming. Like skyrocketing here. This is really, really good, collective. Not joking. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here. I love you guys so much. Woo! We Tuesday, I'm dang. Y'all, choose to already love yourself versus never look back. Recognize the day that you are definitely someone special and you deserve nothing but the very best in life. Also know always that you yourself are a miracle. As we are inhaling and exhaling externally, we understand that that is a gift. Right, guys? That the divine will blow a breath inside. And each day we arise, it is our duty to tell ourselves just how much we matter to ourselves, right? So stand in that mirror and the transiency of time. We don't even have to get in a physical mirror. We sit inside the mirror of the stillness of ourselves and we acknowledge that we are definitely enough. And with that being stated, guys, I'll be seeing you guys for Libra. No, Cancer. Cancer, guys, at 2.5. So, and with that being said, y'all, hugs and kisses. Whoa, and I see my babies in the flesh. Bye, friends.